Dear friends of St. Francis de Sales, today we reflect on the pedagogy of education inspired by St. Francis de Sales, a pedagogy attentive to inherent abilities of every individual. He opined that education is a duty that must be fulfilled with love by adapting to the needs and to the possibilities of each. His parents came from sound and ideal Catholic education imparted by his parents, instilling in him the birth of learning. Being a man of prayer, meditation, and earnest study, time was of essence to him. His daily routine included rising at daybreak and retiring late, even after 11 p.m., and when required, working past midnight until the task was completed. His work ethos is evident in his words that one must work years, months, and days, and every moment constructively to bear fruit. Let us now ponder on reform through examination, expecting to become a bishop purely based on whom you know or banking in on one's public popularity was not the correct criterion that would attract a deserving priest. Rather, candidates must take an examination that would raise only the worthiest to higher responsibilities. St. Francis de Sales himself presided over the examinations, questioning the candidates and clarifying any intricate questions that arose. At the end of the examination process, he was engaged in collecting votes and conferring the benefits on the chosen one. Morals were a deciding factor in this examination. To ensure an impartial environment, his lordship withdrew from the selection process if the candidate happened to be his friend. He had to hold fast with wisdom and firmness against private interests and trickery. He opined that if unworthiness could not get through the examination, neither could merit be dispensed from it. He urged his priests to allocate sufficient time, stating that knowledge for a priest is the eighth sacrament. He further voiced that as to inner life and especially to studies, a bishop, he wrote in his personal rules, shall endeavor every day to learn something useful and appropriate to his profession. He gave importance to professional culture, devoting to 2 to 3 hours daily to it, to improve his vocabulary, writing, and messages for the congregation of the Sisters of Visitation. Continuous professional development and lifelong learning in the life of St. Francis de Sales. At the beginning of his episcopate, he urgently exhorted the priest to study, to avoid falling by the wayside, as ignorance is more dangerous than malice. Acquiring continuous knowledge would edify priests, enabling them to respond to queries on matters of faith. It is a suitable time to pause and reflect on Francis de Sales' pedagogy of education, which is truly synonymous with knowledge. Even today, it motivates clergy into pursuing the path of hard work to attain the pinnacle of theological studies and making inroads into the hearts of parishioners. Dear friends, let us remain true to our calling by valuing true knowledge and using it to grow in wisdom through the intercession of St. Francis de Sales. We are mere vessels, propelled by the Father's commands, the Son's counseling, and the Holy Spirit's inspiration. Live Jesus.